The Third World War has begun. Yes, you heard it right. The Third World War is underway. This is no longer a fictional tale or a possibility waiting for the right moment. It's a harsh reality today. The Biden administration does not want to relinquish power and has planned to ignite a horrific war to avoid handing over power to Donald Trump. That's why Germany, along with other European countries, has already completed its war preparations, while Russia has structured its nuclear policy in such a way that it could rain nuclear missiles on Europe at any moment. Officially, this war might not have been declared, but reality tells a different story. Unofficially, the Third World War has already started. The world stands on the brink of a terrifying global conflict today. Watch the full video and judge for yourself. We are already in the midst of the Third World War. To understand why I'm saying this, keep watching and prepare yourself to witness the most blood-soaked, brutal chapter in history. What was once a limited regional conflict, the Russia-Ukraine war, has now escalated into a global crisis. When Russia launched its military operation in Ukraine in 2022, no one imagined that this war would one day spark fears of a third world war. Today, Russia is determined to prove with its full military might that it will not compromise. From hypersonic missiles, nuclear submarines, and new nuclear policies, a clear message is emerging. Russia is fully prepared for war with Europe. President Vladimir Putin has stated plainly, if our sovereignty is threatened, we will take steps the world has never seen before. Meanwhile, serious allegations have surfaced against the Biden administration. It's being said that they plan to ignite a major war in Europe and declare a state of emergency in the US to delay the transfer of power to Trump by a couple of years. These accusations have made the Russia-Ukraine war situation even more complex and terrifying. But this crisis isn't confined to Ukraine alone. Russia has recently sought military support from North Korea, requesting 110,000 troops, an undeniably alarming development. On the other hand, Europe isn't sitting idle. Recently leaked secret German documents, known as Operation, reveal that if Russia attacks NATO countries, Germany will deploy 800,000 troops to Ukraine. Preparations are underway to send 200,000 military vehicles from German soil to the battlefield. Ordinary citizens have also been instructed to prepare for warlike situations. Countries like Germany, Sweden, and Norway have even told their citizens to stockpile food, set up diesel generators, and brace for cyber attacks. This war situation is fueling deeper instability worldwide. Experts warn that if this crisis prolongs further, it could evolve into a war that will go down in history as the most destructive ever. Donald Trump has cautioned that if powers like Russia, China, North Korea, and Iran unite, it would spell ultimate doom for the West. Meanwhile, Ukraine's military chief, General Valery Zaluzhny, has delivered a nightmarish warning: the Third World War has already begun. He says the impact of this war isn't limited to Ukraine, but has spread across Europe and the world, shaking the global community like a thunderbolt. Every nation, every leader now faces a single question: how long can we remain safe from this catastrophe? Each passing moment seems to pour more fuel into this fire. The world feels like it's standing on an invisible time bomb, with the countdown steadily ticking towards zero. Adding fuel to this fire of a world war is Ukraine's first ever use of US-supplied Army tactical missile systems, ATACMS, and UK-supplied Storm Shadow cruise missiles to directly strike inside Russia. These attacks by Ukraine seem to have pushed Russia's patience to the limit. By using missiles provided by the US and UK, Ukraine has dared to strike key Russian military installations, not only challenging Russia's military strength, but also questioning its sovereignty. Russia is now fully prepared for a counterstrike. They have openly declared that they've altered their nuclear policy to allow for nuclear weapon use without hesitation at any moment. Putin claims there's no anti-missile system in the world today capable of stopping these missiles. Experts say Russia is no longer in a defensive stance. They are ready to attack, and a nuclear strike on Ukraine could happen at any moment. Such a strike wouldn't just affect Ukraine, it would plunge all of Europe and the world into a fiery abyss. Every step Russia takes makes it clear they will not compromise anymore. If they use nuclear weapons, it will mark the beginning of the most horrific war in history. So, are we truly on the brink of a third world war? Looking at history, the tension and uncertainty that preceded the First and Second World Wars are eerily mirrored today. The Russia-Ukraine conflict, the Hamas-Israel war, and other regional clashes have turned the world into a powder keg. Is the world heading toward this destruction, or can we still avert disaster? Only time will tell.